Good morning, children. Regarding social studies, today you are going to know about the importance of location of a place. Location of a place is more useful not only in geography, in history, economics, civics. How the location of a place is actually useful in history. While going through or while reading different topics of history, you will come across different countries. For example, Egyptian civilization, Chinese civilization, Aztec civilization, Maya civilization, Greek civilization. The civilizations which flourished in different countries. For example, the Egyptian civilization, a civilization which actually flourished in Africa. So the Egypt, which is the place for Egyptian civilization was Egypt. So certainly you get a doubt where the Egypt is located. Egypt is located in a African continent. Certainly you get an idea about Africa. Like that Chinese civilization, China. Like that Maya civilization, Aztec civilization, South America, and Indus Valley civilization, India, Greek civilization, Europe, particularly Greek. In such a way, the location of a place is more useful in history. In the same way, civics also. While reading civics, you see different types of administrations. How the administration in USA, how the administration in Germany, how the administration in Japan, which type of government they have. In such a way, you see different countries. Whenever you read those particular countries, you need to know where those countries are located. And economics, different types of economies, different types of world, particularly the economies which are actually what we see in our economics, and different types of markets, which type of market, capitalist market or communist market, different types of governments also here. In such a way, the location of a particular place is more useful even in economics also. And coming to our social studies, particularly in geography, in what way we can locate a particular place with the help of latitudes and longitudes. So latitudes and longitudes are useful, more useful to locate a place, particular place in particular continent. So how do we locate that particular, where that particular country is located? So with the help of latitudes and longitudes, we can easily locate a particular place. So what are latitudes and longitudes? The latitudes and longitudes are the horizontal lines which are drawn. Latitudes and longitudes are horizontal as well as vertical lines. The latitudes are horizontal lines and the longitudes are the vertical lines. So these are the imaginary lines like this. And what are the basic differences between latitudes and longitudes? Some basic differences are mentioned here. And generally these latitudes are actually drawn east to west parallel to the equator. See here, these are drawn east to west, east to west. These are drawn east to west. In such a way, these are drawn parallelly to the equator. So 0 degree latitude is equator. This is the largest latitude. These are drawn parallel to the equator like this. And how about longitudes? These are drawn north to south, north to south, converging at the poles. All longitudes converge, meet at poles. This is north pole, this is south pole. In this way, all these longitudes converge at poles. And these are parallel and these are not parallel. And these latitudes actually range from 0 degree to 90 degrees. North, that is what? 0 degree to 90 degrees. North to south. See, 0 degree to 90. Here I have not mentioned 90 here because we have to see the longitudes also. I have not mentioned. That's why I have not mentioned 90 degrees here. Why? Because you have to see the prime meridian also. That's why I have mentioned 0 degree longitude there. So in this way, these range from 0 degree to 90 degree north as well as 0 degree to 90 degree south. And these longitudes range from 0 degree to 180 degree east and 0 to 180 degree west. And the total number of latitudes are 181 including equator. Remember this point. The total number of latitudes are 181 including equator. And the total number of longitudes are 360. The total number of longitudes are 360. And these latitudes denote actually distance from the equator. Every latitude in how much distance is there between the particular latitude and equator. In such a way, all the latitudes denote the distance from the equator. At the same way, longitudes denote distance from the prime meridian. This is prime meridian, which is also called Greenwich meridian, which is also called the Greenwich meridian. So 0 degree longitude is prime meridian, which is also called Greenwich meridian, as it passes through the important city, that is Greenwich in England. So in this way, the basic differences you can see between latitudes and longitudes. And with the help of this only, even you can see what the part actually located are there between 0 degree to 90 degree north and 0 degree to 90 degree south. And see the other important part here. See, for example, the part which lies between 0 degree to 90 degree north, this entire part is called northern hemisphere. What this part is called? Northern hemisphere. Even in the world map also you can see 0 degree. This is the 0 degree. This entire part is called northern hemisphere. See, this is the 0 degree. This entire part is called northern hemisphere. And the same way, from 0 degree to 90 degrees part which lies below the 0 degree latitude, this entire part is called southern hemisphere. What this is called? Southern hemisphere. So northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. In the same way, the part which lies to the east of 0 degree longitude, that is called eastern hemisphere. The part which lies to the east of, to the right of 0 degree longitude, which is also called Greenwich meridian, I told you already, and that part is called eastern hemisphere. The part which lies left or west part of 0 degree longitude is called western hemisphere. See, even in our world map also, so this is the 0 degree longitude which is passing through the United Kingdom, particularly England. So this is 0 degree. So the part, this entire part is called eastern hemisphere. This entire part is called western hemisphere. So in such a way, the latitudes and longitudes are more useful to locate the particular place. And with the help of those latitudes and longitudes only, even you can see how all the countries are located. And basically you have got few continents here. This is North America, this is South America, this is Australia, next Asia, next Africa, next Europe, and also you can see other important continent, that is Antarctica. In such a way you can see all the continents: North America, South America, Australia, Asia, Europe, Africa, Antarctica. In such a way, all the continents are located, and with the help of these latitudes and longitudes only, you can see the exact location of each continent. Now, let us see the specialities, how those are actually located. See, for example, Australia. Australia is completely located in southern hemisphere. See, this is the 0 degree latitude. It is located below the 0 degree latitude, that is equator. So this is the continent, this is the only continent. And also you can see Antarctica also, which are located to the south of the latitude, that is 0 degree latitude equator. That is Australia and Antarctica are completely located in the southern hemisphere. At the same way, even you can see North America, and also the North America particularly, which is located in North America as well as the Europe. North America as well as Europe. Both continents actually located in the northern hemisphere, completely northern hemisphere. And see, some continents are there which are located both sides of hemispheres. Take Asia, located both sides, that is northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere, because some parts of Asia, particularly Indonesia, there both in northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. See the location here. At the same way, Africa also located both in northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. South America located both northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. In this way, some continents are located completely in the southern hemisphere, completely located in the northern hemisphere, but some continents are located both northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. And coming to the eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. See, for example, 0 degree longitude. This is the 0 degree longitude, and the part which lies to the east of this 0 degree longitude is eastern hemisphere. So Asia lies completely to the east of the 0 degree longitude. So this is lies in eastern hemisphere. Australia also lies eastern hemisphere. And coming to the North America, South America, which are located completely in the western hemisphere. In this way, some continents located both in eastern as well as western. See Europe. Europe located both in eastern hemisphere as well as western hemisphere. Africa located both in eastern hemisphere as well as western hemisphere. So in such a way, with the help of the latitudes and longitudes, you can have one idea about a particular country. If, for example, if I ask where the India is located, so India is located in the northern hemisphere. How do you say the India is located in the northern hemisphere as well as eastern hemisphere? So India is located above the equator. So this is the equator actually. So this is the equator. So India is located above the equator. That's why India is in northern hemisphere. And as well as even India is located in the eastern hemisphere. Why? Because it is completely east of or right of 0 degree longitude. So in such a way, you can understand the location of a particular place. So based on our explanation, based on my explanation, you are going to face all the questions like India lies in dash hemisphere, northern hemisphere, like that. Such questions you see, just take the political world map which is sent to you. With the help of all the clues, I have given you the pictures of latitudes and longitudes. I have given you the picture of world political, and even if you have got atlas in your map in your house, just take that atlas, and with the help of that atlas, open the world political and see all the try to answer all these questions. So this the topic which we have discussed now, which is more important, which is more useful even to other parts of our social studies. Thank you.